Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning, 4:10, in the book. Oh, we're about to do some esoteric astrology. I'm going to break down the signs for the four signs of the zodiac. We're going to break it down increments by the season. So this should be fun. I'm in the blind, so bear with me. Let's go. We both about to learn something now. Let's go. Right, there's 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that I'm on it is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my God be true. Right thinkers P Funk's philosophy on esoteric astrology. What the hell is that? We both about to find out. Let's go. Esoteric astrology says deep within our very being resides the essence of the universe itself, God. Okay, we call it the creator. It got different names, divine, but we all understand. Remember, we're talking esoteric knowledge, the real deal. Okay, let's go. So the universe itself. Now, with the fundamental reality being pure awareness, pure cause what? And pure light. Uh-oh. That's my word. The P. Call me the P. Pure. Pure means uncorrupted, untainted, okay, unblemished, unstained. But this base reality is the fabric from which all existence is woven. Again, we know who that is. And each one of us is a miniature universe. We're walking universe, microcosm of the real big universe. Why? Because everything in us is pretty much in the universe. The universe is conscious. It's human. It's growing, just like us. And what's this? We are the microcosm. I like this. And I didn't even read this. Reflecting the vast macrocosm. I understand the concept. That's all. It's the same philosophy. All right, when it comes to this. Our physical body serves, I just did the lesson, Lexar is in the image of man. All right. But the physical body serves as the microcosmic earth, mirroring the cycles of rhythm of the natural world. And just as the earth experiences four seasons, spring, summer, autumn, we call it fall. It's autumn and winter. All right. So to do our what? Consciousness. So, to do our consciousness and our physical form experience these same cycles in a microcosmic fashion in our lives individually. But these seasons are not just external phenomena. No, they are a profound process that unfolds within us daily, yearly. It's a cycle, okay? And influencing our inner world. And that's what shapes our state of consciousness. You are what you think and believe you are. Okay, we're a product of our environment, depending on how you was raised, and after that is on you. But your first 7 years is your environment is conditioning your ego self. Winter, let's start with winter. Winter is governed by the element of air. That's Shu in my philosophy. Shu is air. Okay, and it's not merely a phenomenon that occurs outside of you. You need to inhale oxygen, air. It also unfolds within our very being. Why? Because this season signifies a profound period of introspection and mental reflection, representing the mental aspect of consciousness. There we go. Consciousness is God. Consciousness is life. If you don't breathe air in for 4 minutes, you will lose consciousness. So where's consciousness? In the oxygen that we breathe. Winter embodies darkness. Everybody's scared of dark. We come from the dark. We in the light because this is the physical world. The spiritual world is in the dark. God does all his work in the dark. Let's go. And what's this? The darkness. And everybody got a problem. The darkness is the shadow for your light. The light casts the shadow. That's darkness. And the hidden realms of one's mind. The Egyptians was trying to tell you how to master this thing right here long time ago. Okay? And I ain't going there. 30 years I figured it out. All right. But your mind, and it mirroring what? Your inner self. And your conceal again aspect of your identity. That's God is hidden inside you. He resides in the heart and the mind of his creation. He gave the creation man a consciousness so he could figure out. Animals don't have to. The greatest creation man ever come up with was God. And the greatest creation God come up with was man. Think about it. This is philosophical. All right. If you're in a thinker, that means nothing to you. All right, let's go. But as nature retreats, shedding its leaves and entering a state of what? Dormancy. Nature about to take a nap. Why? It's cold and it don't like the cold, so it hibernates. Simple. It gets personal. Okay, goes into itself again to what? Come back out when? In March, when it's spring again, New Year. Now, we too are what? Drawn inward, seeking refuge from the external chill. We start dressing a little warm. I just took off my long john top. I'm working on the bottom, but still, no, I'm not ready yet. All right, but I'm a warm weather man, first of all. But this time encourages us individuals to what? In a contemplation mode, learning and self-discovering, daily studying. I study to learn about me. I'm a student of life. And the cold and the dull landscape outside invites us to what? Delve into the depths of our own thoughts and emotions. Get inside yourself. Why? That's how you know yourself. Now, the principle of what? As above, so below, reminds us that what occurs externally and is mirrored with what? Within us. So winter reflects a cycle of our own consciousness. Thus, this season becomes a sacred opportunity for each individual mentally healing, growth, and preparation, allowing you to now cultivate the insights needed for your renewal that spring will inevitably bring. Hello, preparing to what? Rise again. A resurrection. That's what Christ represents to y'all. Resurrected Christ. That's the Son. But y'all, again, little lies nature. So now you got a man who died for 3 days. That's why I don't work. That's why I don't work. You can do with other stuff, but you can't say man died for 3 days. The sun sits dormant for 3 days. It don't die, but philosophically you can say that way. It ain't moving. But that don't mean a human being can die and in 3 days come back to life. No, that's all I'm saying. I'm moving on. I ain't got time to have that argument. Now let's go to in the words of Lou Rawls, my favorite, is spring again after the winter. All the clothes, all the bad weather, all the snow, all you can't wait to what? Spring forward to be what? Warm. The warmth is coming back. That's what they're talking about, Christ coming back to save us. It was cold. Now it's going to be hot. Why? Because Christ coming back. And on March, when the spring equinox set in, that's when what? The resurrection of what? Nature comes back. Metaphorically, no, this is real. This is the cycle of life. We just made it literal and got it all twisted. Moving on. I ain't got time for that argument. Now, spring is governed by the earth element and is represented by a fixed sign of Taurus, the bull. That's who a star represents. From that aspect of the zodiac, that's when the Egyptians were doing their thing. Moving on. Where we at? Taurus is way back here. Okay. After Aries. Yeah, it's a long way around. Okay. From Taurus to Leo. Nice little time. But remember, every zodiac sign gets 2,500 years. We just left Pisces. We're in Aquarius. And from Aquarius, for you zodiac who don't understand, you look at the zodiac, it goes from Aries to Pisces. But when you live it, it goes from Pisces back on around to hit Aries. It goes in reverse. A lot of people don't know that. Just want to put that out there. A little zodiac tidbit. All right. But right now, we just left Pisces age and we're going into what? We're in Aquarius. Aquarius means information. We in the computer age, AI, so they right on time. Kind of coincident? I don't think so. Okay, and after that, we going to Capricorn. The zodiac is going backwards. When we were doing time forward, they went forward. Now we're doing backwards. We got to reverse to go backwards. All right, but this is a little tidbits about the zodiac. If you want to study, find those people who proficient in that. And they can break it all down. I'm not getting that deep into the zodiac. I understand enough that I need to know. That's fine. I don't teach it. I just express it the way I can understand it. Like I said, I'm learning just like you. This ain't my philosophy. I don't know this. All right, well, where we at? But it's all fixed size. We're in the age of Taurus. That's when fixed size is. That's for springtime now. It signifies what? A profound shift in our consciousness. How we think, how we feel, how we act. Why? We act different in the spring than we do in the winter. Think about that. All right. And marking what? A time for active manifestation of your ideas that you had over the winter and your insights that you gained doing what? Your introspection, mental winter time. Getting inside yourself, making plans. That's what you should be doing. And now the earth element embodies our physical body and material existence. That's the word. That's why it's the earth element. We live in a material world. Okay? And y'all just love material stuff. Okay? We're spiritual beings living in a material world. Some of us forget or don't know that we're spiritual beings. They think we're human beings. So they love spiritual. They love human stuff. Okay? They're not spiritual. They didn't become conscious. My job to help you do just that. All right, let's go. But it emphasizing the transition from what? From reflective stillness over the winter to now a renewed awareness and energy that you're ready to bust loose and come out and do your thing. And just as one opens their eyes after meditation, it's a beautiful thing. Spring invites us to what? Translate our thoughts, our intentions into what? Physical action. Manifestation. You've been planning, plotting, coming up with ideas. Now it's time to put it to use. And that's mirroring the blooming of the flowers of nature, resurrecting. And the re-emergence of what? Life. Christ, like I said, resurrected, yeah, come back. But it meant nature, not man. Excuse me. And in the natural world, again, nature is important. What's this? Importantly, this transformation occurs not only on the outside of us, but also within. And spring is an external manifestation of one of the four bodies of our soul, specifically the physical body or our consciousness. They're trying to tell you, pay attention. The seasons give you information. Okay? Now, best part of the year for me, summer. I'm a warm-blooded person. I like the heat. I can't stand the cold. Okay? But let's talk about summer. Summer is when you're aligned with what? The fire element. You ready to go. Kids, when we kids, we couldn't wait till the summer. Wow, we ready to go outside, get out there and do our thing. Okay? That's why. And it's a natural thing. Kids shouldn't be locked up in the house playing them video games all day. No, so I don't go outside. No. They think the damn machine is real. Real is outside. That's nature. Try it out, young kids. Summer is aligned with the fire element in what? In a season heightened energy, passion, and full of action. School is out. You got a whole day to do nothing but wild in the sunlight. Enjoy life. And it corresponds to what? To your spiritual body of consciousness, where our inner fire is at its peak. I'm at my best in the summertime. I do my best work in August. Moving on. During this time, we feel invigorated. Yep, I agree 100%. And alive. Again, summertime. And full of potential. You just plan, you got ideas, you got strategizing for the day. Why? Because the breeze of sunshine, you got the weather, so you can work with the outside. Okay, so now the long days and the abundant sunlight mirror the warmth and the vitality that we feel within. That's called being in sync with nature. When you feel that way, you right online. You right in sync with nature. And summer is a time of expression. Express yourself. I love it. Where our passions, our desires come to the forefront. Driving us to take bold actions, and pursue what? Our personal goals with vigor, vitality, and zeal. That means you ready. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. I love that mentality. And that's what it feels like in the summertime. They got this thing, they got me pegged. If you talk about me, this is how so far, I'm right in line with what they're saying. Okay, I'm seasonal. I go with the flow. And what's this? It is a season where your spirit is not, your spirit is most active, and igniting your creativity, leadership, and a sense of purpose. You feel that you have a reason to be here, your purpose to get up and do something. That should be every day, but the summer seems to push it a little harder. And we as humans, we're drawn to activities. Summertime, you planning for the day. Why? It's a full day of activity. It's fun. The sun is out. You can do your thing. And think about that fulfill, our need for what? Excitement in your life. You should enjoy, okay, in adventure and your personal growth. These are things that should happen naturally. Okay, it's a process of life. And just as the sun is at its what? Its highest and its most potent point, our spiritual consciousness is also at the same most vibrant, illuminating our path and giving us the energy from within to pursue our dreams. This is a concept of the season. It is mirroring how your life should be. That's genius. Okay, don't many people look at life that way or see life through that lens. They showing you, yeah, they got this thing understood. What's this? Now, autumn, or we call it fall, it's September, the end of the summer. We know when the end of summer comes, right? We start out the summer with Memorial Day, everybody excited about the fireworks, yeah. But we end up, what, Labor Day, time to go back to work. Okay, time to go put that work in. Why? You about to go inside. Ain't gonna be a whole bunch outside. Why? You lose daylight saving time. It get dark quicker. This is a phase of life, and they showing you, mirroring it with your everyday life. If you get in sync with nature, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You just go along with the flow. Trust me. All right, let's talk about the winter. Autumn, we did winter. But autumn, it ain't cold. But we leaving the winter. The sun is starting to move away from us. Why? He got less power to heat us up. When you coming this way, we getting the heat. At the summer, you start going the other way now. Okay, that's life. And autumn is governed by Scorpio. Okay, and it is associated with the water element, profoundly reflects our emotional body of consciousness. This is symbolized a time of transformation, change, God dog it, and transition. You're moving. Just as the rain begins to fall more frequently in autumn, did you notice that? And the trees shed their leaves. Our emotions also come to the forefront during what? This holiday season. Just like this, the leaves starting to go green, it's starting to get yellow and brown and all covered. That's fall. We love that time of the year. We love it. Okay. And what's this? The actions that we took in the summer filled with energy and activity. Now it gives way to now a period of introspection and emotional reflection. Jesus Christ. They right on point again. If you live in life, these are things that you should be paying attention to. Why? Because that's life. It ain't that hard if you don't understand it. But watch this. But the crisp air, that autumn air, that little chill, not cold, but that little chill in finding what? In fading daylight. All of a sudden at 5 o'clock, man, it's dark. That we got light till 8 o'clock. Think about it. Okay. So something's going on. Something's going on. And it encouraged us to what? Slow down. Pump the brakes a little bit. And that's inviting what? A deeper self-reflection, introspection of our what? Inner thoughts. Jesus Christ. And feelings. That means this season acts as the mirror to our emotional landscape, prompting us to now be able to confront and release release unresolved issues. Taking care of life, putting stuff in proper place. Fears and attachment. I don't do fear. Fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. When somebody's trying to scare you, if you're fearful, that means you don't know. Confidence, knowledge of self, not fear right out the box. Okay, they tell you in the Bible about David and Goliath. He didn't fear Goliath. He didn't give a damn about Goliath. That's how you should look at life. Slay every Goliath that come your way. Knock it down. Okay, it's just an illusion. You creating that illusion that is, no, run through it. Okay, and your attachments that we may have what brushed aside in our busyness of the summer, letting stuff pile up. And it's okay, but now it's time to start taking care of those things. And as we witness what? Nature's cycle, nudity of our emotions. Wait a minute, no. We brush aside and we witness nature's cycle or decay and renewal, death and born, life and death. It goes again, back again. As we die, we reborn. And we are reminded that letting go of an essential part of letting go is an essential part of your growth. The water element underscores the nudity of our okay, goes that nudity. Where the hell we get that from? But the nudity of our emotion, meaning coming clean. You can't hide who you really are. Give it all. And it's encouraging us to embrace what? Both joy and pain. They go together. Oh, you having pain. You can't wait to get through the pain for the joy. But if you had the joy first and the pain come last, you don't like that. That's not a good deal. Take the pain first, okay? Leave the joy for last. Tell me the good news last. Give me the bad news first. Why? Get that out the way, okay? That's what they're telling you. Simple concept. But as they what? As they ebb and flow, the moon brings the tide in twice in 24 hours. 12 hours it goes out, 12 hours it comes back. That's the old understanding how the ocean works, how the motion from the moon changes the tide, ebbs and flows. And for Masonic order, we got a nice little lesson for that. But just like the autumn rains, ultimately, autumn is a sacred time to what? Okay, nurture our emotions and our well-being, providing fertile ground for what? Personal growth as we prepare for the reflectiveness journey that winter is up ahead. They showing you how to prepare for the cycles, and it's right on point. Let me wrap it up for you right quick. Now, these seasonal cycles are not isolated to what? Just external world. They are reflections of the universal cycles that occur even within us as human beings. We are the microcosm, just the minute part of the big picture, all right? But we are each of us microcosms of the greater cosmic power. And I didn't read this, okay? And these patterns play out in our lives if you pay attention to them, influencing what? Our thoughts, our emotions and actions, and your actions. Again, what you think, what you feel is what you're going to react to, and your physical state. By becoming aware of these internal changes, now you will be able to start to observe and how these cycles manifest in your own life by paying attention to the cycles of life, and you're aligning yourself with the what? The broader rhythm of nature, aka God or the universe, taking it home. The stars, the celestial bodies, do not exert influence over us from that distance. Rather, they are an intricate part of us. What's this? And the movements of the sun, the moon, and the planets are all mirrored in the cycles of our own consciousness. Watch this. This is the best part right here. The sun is in particular symbolizes our core consciousness, our essential self, moving through the different aspects of our total being, just as it moves through the seasons of the year. That's why you got calendars. The sun's journey through the four seasons, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, mirrors the journey of our awareness through the four aspects of our consciousness: the mental, the spiritual, the physical, and last but not least, the emotional. You can't leave the heart out. And this journey is making us more what? Human like, to understand we are godly like in what? Human form. Spirit being, have the human experience. Once you recognize and understand that, now you can sort of what? Go with the flow and live like you know. I know 87-year-old women who say they living their best life with what? Knowledge of self. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I enjoyed the esoteric astrology. I'll be back with some more. We're going to do the 4 fixed signs. We're doing astrology right now. I'll be right back. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now understand esoteric astrology a little bit better have passed away. I'm just doing what I do to help you.